Welcome back to another video. I just showed some clips of me sprucing up this room. It was chaotic. I feel like I'm always starting these videos where my room is just a mess, but yo, that just means that I'm working. I just came off of a 2-week run with Mardi Gras season. I had to make a whole bang uniform for a small toddler. I'll insert some clips here. It came out so cute. I was just busy with that, making the pants and the jacket. And I also had to fix 8 or 9 pairs of pants for the marching band that my son marches with. I'm part of the uniform team over there, so they call on me for a lot of things that need alterations or just some fixing. But it was that for 2 weeks. It was chaperoning 7 parades that they were marching. One of the parades totaled 7 miles of walking. Just trying to be involved with the Mardi Gras festivities. It was a lot. And full-time job. It was just a lot, and with sewing and yeah. So that is the reason why my sewing room was a mess. After Mardi Gras, I had to take like 3 days off. Put my phone on D&D. Nobody called me. Don't ask me for nothing. Don't ask me to go nowhere. It was a lot. So I'm fully refreshed. I got my rest. My mind is cleared. Now I'm ready to get back into the space. But what's forcing me to get back into the space is that I have 2 orders to complete, and I need to get these orders out. I'm going to show you the process. And I don't know if this is the type of vibe that I want to give my channel, but just bear with me. I don't know what style I'm doing. It's just going to be just my life, really, and incorporating sewing. So I have, what do I have? I have an order to do a 3-tier jersey skirt. I had to create a 3-tier jersey skirt for 2 beautiful ladies, and they came out so good. Like, they trusted me to draft it up and just create it with the colors that they wanted, and it came out so good. So I've been getting orders here and there to make that same skirt. So I have to make a 3-tier jersey skirt and make my classic denim knot bag. I haven't made this bag in so long. Somebody purchased a bag off of Etsy. Now I rarely get sales off of Etsy. I just keep it open just because of the denim knot bag, and that's where I get most of my sales from Etsy. I have a few things posted on Etsy as well, but they're not selling. But I just keep Etsy open just because of the denim knot bag. That's the second order that I have to do, but I may not have time to do that like back to back. I'm just gonna complete the 3-tier jersey skirt and get that shipped off, and then I have to run an errand, and then once I get back tonight, if I feel up to it, then I'm just gonna just pop out that denim knot bag. It shouldn't take me that long because I've made hundreds of those bags. That's what got my career started. I want to say career, but I don't know. It just feels so weird to say career, but that's how I got my business started, PMPR & Co. With that denim knot bag. And I've been making it for it'll be 5 years in April of 2025 that I've been making that bag. So yeah, let's get started. So I already have all of the supplies for the skirt. I'm going to show you a little bit of my process. These colors are orange and green for Miami University. I have the fabric. I had to order the fabric because y'all, it's official. Like, Joann's is really closing, but I wouldn't be able to get these types of fabrics from Joann's. But it's just a fact, like, if I need some thread or, you know, just regular basic lining or muslin fabric, like, I just can't just go to Joann's now and just, because it's only like 5 minutes away from my house, so I can just run there, go get it, come back. It's like I have to either go to Walmart or Hobby Lobby, and I'm not gonna get started on that. Yeah, I'm just kind of freaking out about all of that because now I'm probably gonna have to order, so I'll have those necessities here instead of trying to worry about like ordering and when it'll come in. But that's a whole nother ramble. I just can't get over Joann's closing. That's crazy. Okay, so I have the fabric, and I also had to order the patch, the logo patches, or the patch letters and numbers. I still haven't found like a good patch that I love, but these patches from Hobby Lobby are like the best ones that I found. And sometimes I can find everything at my local Hobby Lobby. I have 2 Hobby Lobbies in my area, but sometimes they don't have all of the letter stocks. So this time I tried to order everything that I needed, and they didn't even give me all of my patches. I was so upset. It was only like 2 of the patches that I needed, but I needed them. And they're only like, I think they're like 79 cents or $1. So I'm not going to even worry about trying to get a refund or trying to get an exchange. I'm not worrying about it. But I did find the ones that I needed that they forgot to send me. I did go to the local ones, and they did have the numbers that I needed. So I have everything here. With the jersey skirt, it's the jersey number and the jersey name, the athlete's name, the last name. So it's the last name and 2 sets of the jersey number that I put on the jersey skirt. To do these custom orders, I always ask the client for their waist measurement, their hip measurement, and how long they want the skirt, or how short they want the skirt. Most of the girlies, they love their mini skirts. They love them short. So that's mainly what I've been doing in customizing for the young girls who like to show off their shape and pop out. They like to do the thing. So I have all of her measurements here. And that's what I asked for before I even go and order the fabric. So that'll let me know how much fabric I need. I'm not going to show like a tutorial or anything. I'm just showing you my whole process and like my thinking process. But I've made a few of these so far. So I kind of know like what to do now. So I'm just showing you my process. All right, so I'm going to start with the solid fabric first, because this is mesh and it has holes in it. So this is going to be my middle tier of the skirt. So it's going to be orange, green, orange. But I need the base, the base of the skirt, so she can slip it on and be covered. So I'm going to start with this. And I still don't know like all of my sewing terms and everything. So I always have to make sure that this is the right side to use stretch, non-stretch. So the stretch will be what I'm working with. I don't know the correct terms, y'all. I'm new to sewing, but I guess I'm good at sewing. I'm learning every day. I think sewing, that's what's so good about sewing, because you learn something every time you sew. And even if you use one technique that you never used before, you use that one technique, you may not use it again until like a year later. So it's like new again. Yeah, I just love everything about sewing. It's like building a house. Like if you build a house with your own 2 hands by yourself, and you learn throughout the way, and then you see the final product, like, dang, I really did that. I built that house. I feel like sewing is the same concept. It's the same thing. Like, dang, I really did make that. That's so cool to me. But yeah, I'm still learning. And hopefully you're watching this and you're a beginner and you're learning along with me. That's why I wanted to start my channel back up. If you don't know, I had an original channel that focused on natural hair, and I was like a natural hair influencer. Yeah, I wasn't really doing my hair. I was lazy, so I had to shut that down. But I restarted my channel for what I am currently into, which is sewing. Hopefully you are watching this and you're new to sewing, or you've been thinking about sewing. If you have a sewing machine that you've been having for years and you have not broken it out a box or even touched it, shame on you. I hear too many girls saying, oh, I have a sewing machine, but I don't use it. Girl, you better break out that sewing machine and start sewing something. I don't care if it's a basic tote bag. That's like the most basic thing you can do. If you want like a basic tote bag tutorial, let me know. If you're new to sewing, let me know, and I can guide you through making a basic tote bag. Like, it's so simple. It once you do it, you would want to do more and learn more. So just start with something. Start with something basic and work your way up. That's the only way you're gonna learn and get better at anything in life. But if you want to do sewing, that's how you're gonna get better, with just doing it. Okay, so I have her measurements here. So the hip is 33 and a fourth. What I think I'm gonna do first is even this off. I don't know if you could see this. See this here? But this line here is straight. When they cut it, and it goes up over this white line. So this line is not even. I want to make this even. There. So her hip is 33 and a fourth. And I have to add seam allowance. So that's going to be half an inch on one side, half an inch on the other side. So that's an inch that I have to add on to my cut. I'm going to do 16 and 3/4. Give her a little leeway. Or maybe I should just do 34. Make it an even 34. So that'll be 17 plus 1. So that's 18. Sometimes I have to double check myself just to make sure that I'm doing it correctly. So 34, 17 plus 17 is 34. I'm going to give her 3/4 leeway. And then add an inch for my seam allowance. Half an inch on one side, half an inch on the other side. Her waist is 23. Go ahead, girl. I see you, girl. 23. The hip measurement is always like the measurement that you go for. That's the fullest part of your body. So the waist, I can always trim this down, but I'm starting with her hip measurement since that's the widest part of her body. So I'm not going to fool with the waist measurement yet. Length is 12. She want her length at 12 inches. I'm going to put 12, half an inch on the top, like a half an inch on the bottom, because the bottom is going to be raw hemmed. I don't have to fold this in, and this is not going to fray, so I don't have to worry about folding in the bottom hem. I'm just going to probably do like a 12 and a half on the bottom. All right, so I have all of my pattern pieces cut out, and now it's time to sew it all together. So this is the base. This is her skirt and the 3 tiers. So I made it a little longer than her hip measurement so I can ruche it and ruffle it, and then sew it on to the base. And then after that, then I'll take the patches and iron them on the tiers, place them on the tiers, and then sew them into place, so they can stay on there. Because look, my time is precious. I charge by the hour, and plus supplies and plus additional fees like shipping, transportation, software fees, and all of that's combined into your price. If that's also something that you want a video on me expanding on pricing and how to charge yourself and how to pay yourself, it took me some time to figure it all out. It's always a challenge, especially with sewing, because you don't know how long even like a custom fit or a custom order will take you. You don't even know what price to give them. But I kind of figured it out. So if you want my opinion and my advice on how to charge yourself when you're doing custom orders or any sewing job, just let me know. I charge is for how I think the quality is. So instead of just iron these on, sewing my product and shipping it out to them, and then they wash it 2 or 3 times and this starts to peel off, I'm not that type of person. I'm going to charge you for the quality that I think I'm putting into what I'm creating. So when I iron these on and then sew them on, it's going to stay put. And you're going to have this order, this item that I created, you're going to have it for a long time. And I've even gotten a lot of comments and a lot of mentions on my Instagram like, wow, you do a really good job. Like, for you to sew these patches on, you a real one. You a real one. I was like, yo, girl, you know the deal. You know what's up. If I could find that comment, I'm gonna put it right here. That girl said, for you to sew those patches on, girl, you the one. You a true one. I see, yep, I am. Get all of these pieces and take them over to the sewing station. But first, before I do that, I need to create some content. And that's another thing. I don't have 100,000 followers, and I don't do this full time, but I've kind of figured it out. And for you to grow your business with anything that you're doing, really, you need to promote yourself. You need to be your marketer. You need to be customer service. You need to be everything. In order for it to grow and for it to work, you need to do everything. If you need to learn how to do social media, if you're not a social media person, go on YouTube, y'all. YouTube University is the best thing ever. Our main thing was to go to our elders and ask them for information and gain that knowledge from them. Or go to an encyclopedia. The YouTube University is the modern day encyclopedia times 100, times infinity. Like, there's so much information. Even TikTok, y'all. Like, there are so many things that you could just pull up. If you're thinking about something, detoxing. What's the main 3 detox smoothies I can make? Bam, you can find it. What are some basic exercises I can do? Bam, you got it. How to sew a drawstring bag. Anything that you want to look up, anything you want to learn, is there for you. So please don't say that you can't do something. I'm still notorious for doing stuff like that or saying stuff like that, like, I can't do that. I can't do that. No, you can. You can do it. Anything that you want to do, you can do it. But that brings me back to what I'm supposed to do. I want to make some content on how I put this skirt together and post it on my Instagram, because that's a way to put my business out there, promote the skirt. If anybody is interested in the skirt, they'll be like, dang, she really did that. That looks so good. I want to order one. That's a way to promote what you're working on, and also be an inspiration to anybody else out there who's learning. Really, this is really why I do this, because I want everybody to learn how to sew. I want you to learn how to sew. Like, this is like some cool stuff. Yeah, so let me get my phone set up so I can get some content. Then I'm going to go to the sewing station to sew it up. And yes, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. This monster that I've created. This is a monster. Like, I can't get this area in my studio, in my sewing room. I cannot get this area together. But after I finish a bulk order that's due by, when is it due? By the end of April. Once I finish that, this whole room is getting a revamp. Like, I keep saying that. I said that last year. I didn't have time because I got so busy. But this time, it's getting a whole revamp. Like, I need to clear all of this out. All of it. Even this little section right here. I want to get some baskets. Some big baskets where I could put scraps and, like, interfacing. I want to get... I still can't find, like, the perfect baskets. Big, humongous baskets to put under there. But I'm still on a search for them. But that's what my plan is for this area, is to corral all of this stuff. Forgot to change my needle. Should probably do that. Okay, y'all. A couple of hours passed already. I had to stop and get me something to eat and take a break. Because things just started happening. And when that happens, I need to get out of here, clear my mind, and then come back. So I had to refill my serger thread. This ran out. My middle piece, the middle panel for the 3-tier, this one was too short. So I needed to go back and cut a longer panel to put as the middle tier. What else happened? My SD card was full. So it was just a lot of things were happening, and I was like, okay, I need to take a break because I can't get it done because everything else is happening except for me finishing this skirt. So I took a little break. I ate some lunch. I chatted it up with my dad, answered some emails, and now I'm back at it. And I have to ship this off today. I have to ship it off today, so that's why I need to finish. Let me get some safety pins so I can put this waistband in. And this is the only little piece of waistband elastic that she needs, since her waist is a 23. So I always reduce the elastic to like 4 to 5 inches. So since I made her waistband a 25 all the way around, I cut out a 20-inch elastic. So that'll give her some room, since her waist is like a 23 and a fourth. So that'll give her some room, but still be tight and not loose on her waist. All right, I'm down to the stretch. Almost finished. The skirt is done. So tiny. So tiny, but it's so cute. Now we can put the patches on. Stick them on. Place them on where I want them. Hit it with the iron so it can stick. And then sew them on. And then I'm done. Doesn't look like I'll be able to ship this off today. It's shipping through UPS. I need to see what time they close, but they close late, like 7 or 8, then I should be able to drop the package off so it can get mailed early in the morning. All right, all of the letters are on. I need to put the iron, put steam on it, make sure it sticks, and then sew all of the letters and the numbers down. Okay, y'all, so that was a little bit of what I do in my sewing studio. It's not really what I do in a day, because every day varies, and this is not my full-time job. This is my passion first and my side hustle. So whenever I get orders in, that's when I get in the sewing studio, and whenever I have free time and just want to create something. I finished my order, 3-tier skirt. It came out so cute. I have to run out, see if I can go ship it off today before UPS closes, and I have to run a couple of errands, and then once I get back, then I can finish and complete the second order, which is the denim knot bag. But I think I'm going to wrap this video up for now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.